What's up with the y'all? This is King Rick. Happy Taco Tuesday to y'all. Block that online grooming out. Them officers is being moved on. But anyway, this is the last step. You feel me? This is the last step to this next housing, which pretty much is the one I get off parole in. You feel me? Until I actually return right here with the keys. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. That's what happens when they try to violate fair housing and then admit they're stalking and all this other stuff. You feel me? So these pigs ain't nothing. Anyway, today going down Figueroa, they tried to act like they trying to talk to a female, right? But the whole thing was to get my attention. Mind you, the pigs, I'm gonna say it like that because they're not officers. They're up the way, and we already protested against racism in the department, right? So they're up the way, full and gear, like they just swap. You feel me? By the Burger King, right? And it's funny because they send snitches, and these idiots be dying. So why they are sitting back getting indicted and all types of stuff happening, right? Against them, not our country, right? They sit back and feed each other the most stupidest, ignorantest stuff that they could possibly lie about. Oh, we're gonna arrest him. No, they're not. I'm already on parole. I'm already with the courts already. They're finna get off parole, which parole is a court order. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm in a lawsuit against these officers, which was responsible for all the other stuff. So, nah, they're just sending whoever they think they're sending, but they're charging those officers for that. There is no you come in anybody's direction that's already suing you, and you're supposed to be waiting down the street as though you're going to actually get a phone call because you're not the proper individuals in a federal investigation for playing on their phones, online grooming, like I'm supposed to give a damn about that. You feel me? So for them trying to act like, oh, we're going to try to play like we're victimizing somebody. He's going to do this, and then he's supposed to disarm us, which I did. And then he's supposed to walk down the street with this in his hand. You know what I did? Dissed it like a throwaway. It ain't mine. What are they going to do? Plant it on somebody or plant it somewhere else? I'm on an ankle monitor. This is how scary these pigs are. This is how caught these idiots are with that stupid idiot officer group and their phones. There ain't nothing legal about online grooming or cyber stalking. Ain't nothing legal about following somebody around claiming that you're watching them and all this other stuff. Like, miss me with that. I'm going on a year I've been out. Do you get what I mean? So for some officer, because they're firing them, they're charging them too, and they're getting ready for the indictment because of this. I don't know nobody that's going to claim street and you got a lawsuit against the department, but you want to act like you was such a stalker that you couldn't represent your family or yourself. That's because they were involved. We're not involved with that. So yes, I disarmed the dude and I warned him. The little stalker, right? The council culture claiming that in June of all months in this country, knowing that's the last day they ended, the slavery, that's the last slave to be freed. You feel me? And they're going to try to work for the officers after we protested against racism in the department. And then they supposed to send dreads with skinny jeans pretending while trying to smirk like it's funny. Like, nah, you got to get up out of here. Ain't nothing street about you. See, I was in there when they bent them dudes over and then started blackmailing them because they got rid of those officers. So I'm an eyewitness to that, how they really get down with each other. That don't got nothing to do with me. That don't got nothing to do with nobody else. They was trying to rat on. You feel me? And then they're going to try to tell people, oh, we're going to call the cops on you. Like, call them. I'm already on parole. You don't try to threaten an American citizen or tell them to pretend they're your victim when they're stronger and healthier than you. Just to get me locked up for those officers. And trust me, I'm marking out all types of badges. All types. Especially with all the little stars and stripes acting like they was actually a part of something. No, they wasn't. And if you notice, it's nothing but males. Soon as they put that little sirens on, guess who's moving around and pressing their gas on their vehicles? These idiots. It ain't us. We ain't changing nothing. It's them. Do you get what I mean? So they can't say we're trying to have somebody explain, but they're doing all of this weak stuff like we don't know what the hell this is. Like we don't see it on the news, them being indicted by the numbers. So I just got paid, and everybody over there that wasn't doing that, you get what I'm saying? Not doing the damn thing. And why they looking stupid, running around looking dumb, and then gonna try to crack a weak conversation of small talk about jail. Why you got your phone in your hand threatening to call the cops on me? You can't even call the cops because all the evidence with you and those officers we're already using against you in the court. That's our money. That's millions for us. And I'll look over it, all of that, for that, because that wasn't no life and death situation. It could have been. And they wouldn't have done nothing to me because those officers are already out of bounds. Now they got to explain why they were there. Why were they trying to block off the street? Because they know what they're dealing with. Do you get what I'm saying? And why the hell were they in SWAT gear? And why those two sellouts and those white vehicles up and down Figueroa, them beat on vehicles like they you know what? Why are they up and down trying to act like, oh man, we just want to get him because I'm passing by, I'm hearing it. Y'all know I like cracking the window because they like sending their group to stink the bus up. So I'm listening to the dude, oh man, put your head down. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. We're trying to get this nigga in jail. There ain't nothing street about that. They're not pimps. They're hospice snitches. Nothing more. They was telling in jail, period, early in the morning because they can't sleep. They cannot sleep. They will wait till everybody is sleeping, and then they forgot people have night watch. And then they're being seen taking them out on nurse shots, pretending, but it's a sergeant. And they dropping dime on any and everything in their cell. That's why I'm so used to them trying to put somebody around me to listen in and eavesdrop, but they can't sleep. That's hospice patients. And then try to use their medical against everybody else. So why they tried to bend over in front of me, you know they're charging them for that. Do you get what I mean? I'm not gay. And even if I was, I would not be a part of them. I'm in the females, you feel me? So it is what it is. All that unwanted attention, when somebody tell you they don't want to talk to you, they're going to understand because I'm already headed to court. This is all extra, like I told y'all. So y'all don't participate with they word. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't participate with that because they already around, and when they group up, they'll tell each other they're being charged. They'll tell each other everything to do with that. And then they'll sit back and try to deny it. I'm not finna even let them deny it because I was already set up. That's why I'm on parole anyway. So they're just looking funny and goofy to me. You feel me? So nah. And mind you, like, nah. And I ended this group. That's why they act the way they do. But they'll show you how scared they are. And they're the only group of dudes that I know that's stuck on the phone. Talking about somebody else's privacy and all this other, like, they just don't have time for that. You feel me? So nah. They ain't got nothing cracking. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. And they damn for sure is from Skid Row. And if you know Skid Row, then I already told y'all, you know, on a street level, they got ran out because of all this predator stuff. That's why they grouped back up thinking that everybody real was locked up. And no, they not. They ain't pimps, they ain't nothing. I don't care how they try to dress like they go into church and all that. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They were doing that for officers. That's why they move identical. And if I've been in there and niggas been in there already that got out, they know those same type of officers tried to move like that with those females. Those females cut them off from doing that. They play monkey see, monkey do. And they reading line scripts of niggas that's dead already anyway. So I'm damn for sure not interested in hospice patients. Unless they actually want to take it there. You either treason in our country or you're not. That's how I feel. And I think any military will feel the same way. You feel me? Anybody that dealt with treason will feel the same way that did something for this country. You feel me? So it is what it is. But y'all have a happy Taco Tuesday. Because I'm finna get my night on. I just got out the shower. You feel me? So yeah, y'all have that. You feel me? And to those officers, thank you. I needed all of that money, some more extra, because you're sitting back funding me when you run the civilians that don't got no damn badges, trying to get my attention. I'm getting bored of that.